High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Thank you for joining us inside the David S. Mack Sports Complex on the campus of Hofstra University for this New York State Catholic Class AA Girls Basketball Championship game. I'm Gavin Shaw here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's the Christ the King Royals 27-3 on the year, taking on St. Joseph by the Sea Vikings at 21-7. Should be a great showdown. These two teams met in the regular season. It was a 63-57 win for St. Joe's by the Sea. Bob Mackey and Christ the King certainly have not forgotten that as we take a look at the starting 5 for the Vikings. Madeline Lanza, Danielle Cordova, Danielle Williamson, Angelina Hodgins, and Maria O'Connell. Plenty of standouts amongst that group. Angelina Hodgins, plenty of Division I interest from St. John's, Providence, Northwestern. Danielle Williamson, she's headed to Marist. Both of those two combined to average 45 points per game. And then for Christ the King, it's Ayana Culver, Maya Velasquez, Skyla Kemp, Ariel Lopez, and Olivia Vukosa. Vukosa, the second-ranked player on ESPN in the class of 2026, and she is potentially going to be the difference maker in this one. Vikings head coach Josh Suslak said our ability to at least limit her is the key to the game. The Vikings are not particularly tall, not having a player in the rotation over 5'10". Vukosa stands at 6'5", and the sophomore has been dominant this year. 16.5 points, just over 18 rebounds per game, and 4 blocks an outing. And if the Vikings can contain her, that explosive wing duo of Hodgins and Williamson will have a chance to win them the game. On the other side, of course, is Bob Mackey, the legend, 4-time AP Coach of the Year, a CHSAA Hall of Famer, 2 national titles as well. He thinks the bigger court might play into their favor relative to the first matchup that was played in Staten Island at St. Joe's by the Sea. Our 3 officials today, Ken Christian, Ralph Fornolis, and throwing the jump ball up is Shania Franklin. And maybe there's a little mouth guard handed over to the side as Angelina Hodgins at 5'10", going to jump with the 6'5", Vukosa, the easy win, and we are underway. If it wasn't implicit, Christ the King in the white, red, gold trim, and St. Joe's by the Sea, the simple blue and white. And here's Ariel Lopez as they try to force it into Vukosa. You see right off the bat the double team on Vukosa with Maria O'Connell, Danielle Williamson doing their best to try to limit her. Triple from the corner, left short that time by Culver, batted out. And St. Joe's by the Sea will have the basketball. St. Joe's by the Sea, they thrive on shooting from distance. Hoping to control the tempo of this one. Hard-fought semifinal for them to reach this game, a 75-72 win over Buffalo powerhouse Cardinal O'Hara. Christ the King cruised against St. Mary's. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Time and space for O'Connell. The big can't hit that time. Rebounded and going the other way with Ariel Lopez. Lopez, just a freshman, brings great pace to the table. Lopez, limitless range, showing it off here. Williams navigating traffic long two. So slow start for both teams. Possession, though, will stay with the Vikings. Who played their hardest schedule in school history to get ready for exactly this game. Hodgins, not that time. Vukosa eats the board. And Skylar Kemp traveled with it. The Vikings under the guidance of head coach Josh Suslak in his 10th season leading the program, a Tottenville grad in 2005. They won back-to-back state A championships, including a federation title over Brooklyn Law and Tech a year ago. Weaving drive, and Hodgins has the Vikings on the board. Christ the King team going to try to win today with their depth. They'll play up to 10 girls in the rotation. St. Joe's by the Sea only going to go with about 7 today. Vukosa physical but commits the foul, battling for the board.
We're swapping. Oh, we don't need it. Yeah, we're using.
Hodgins start and stop. Fumbling the passes, O'Connell. Tie-up possession arrow will favor St. Joe's by the Sea, so the Vikings will keep it. A little over 2 minutes into this one.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you can move whatever you need.
Hodgins, O'Connell. Stripping the basketball. Nice bit of defending from Ayanna Culver. Culver navigating traffic, head on a swivel, flips up the shot. And Hodgins ahead of steam the other direction, 3-on-1. Slips the pass in. Williamson pays it off. Williamson, the Maris commit, the school's all-time leading scorer, set that mark against Christ the King earlier in the season. As Vukosa can't convert on the hook. Hodgins start and stop. Oh, that was crafty. The Jalen Brunson-style quick flip. INT for Cordova. Couldn't tiptoe the sideline. So a couple subs on for Christ the King. Amanda Smith, Alyssa Hines in trying to change the pace of things. Amanda Smith, talented senior, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists a game. Great presence off the bench for Bob Mackey. Culver lost the basketball. St. Joe's by the Sea. Good hands in the early going. Recovered a couple of those loose balls. Extra effort on the glass. Lanza. And that's the first foul of the game against either team going against Iona Culver. Maddie Lanza, super physical player. Josh Suslak saying this week she runs through a wall every time she's out there. This is St. Joe's by the Sea team, that would have been quite a bit deeper, but they lost Amanda Malloy in the preseason to a torn ACL as Hodgins commits the foul, trying to get the tie-up with Vukosa. And we saw in warm-ups, they all had Malloy on the back of their jackets. I was a little bit worried for a sec we were at the wrong place, but turns out they were just honoring their teammate. Smith, Culver, extra pass, Vukosa, big height advantage, but rushed it. Strip, and Christ the King has their first 2. Maya Velasquez. Vukosa, those long arms. Hail Mary pass laid in by Amanda Smith. That was a dime from Culver. Dribble drive, reverse lay. No issue for Williamson. Smith contained well by Cordova. Foul on the drive. That time goes against Daniela Cordova. So shot clock will reset to 30. About 5 minutes into this first quarter. Little pump and the lay for Amanda Smith, who has the first 4 for Christ the King. Bully ball the other way. Angelina Hodgins on a mission. The junior, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists per game this season. Super efficient as well, shooting 52% from the field. Culver poked away. Williamson shrugs off a defender. Oh, man. There's some physicality from the senior. 1,800 career points, and she's done it in just 3 seasons. Did not have her freshman year with the coronavirus pandemic wiping it off the board. Hodgins look ahead. Lands a sling to the corner. Cordova drives the closeout. Vukosa, too tall, too talented. They might have to uncork the stat nickname for her. Lefty finish, that time by Culver. Culver missed the end of last season with an ankle injury. It really hurt Christ the King, according to Bob Mackey, as they fell to Zavarian in the Brooklyn Queens semifinals. Hodgins over Vukosa. Vukosa altered the shot. Vukosa down Main Street. Not that time. Feels like she's been rushing a little bit. Can jump stop there and just kind of hold the ball over her head. So first foul against Alyssa Hines. So we'll keep it right here with Josh Suslak taking the time. Early 10-8 advantage for the Vikings. It's been quite the playoff run for St. Joe's by the Sea. They avenged an early season loss to Monsignor Scanlon, a 60-57 win in the semis before holding off Zavarian in the finals. And then in the state semis, a 75-52 win over Cardinal O'Hara, a team that's perennially in this game against St. Joe's by the Sea. 2-time defending champions in Class A, playing in Class AA this year. Josh Suslak saying it's the highest level of basketball in New York City. And now you have to go through a team like Christ the King instead of Cardinal O'Hara being the Goliath they have to knock off. They got through one. Can they get through both? Williamson directs traffic. 3 ball, in and out. Culver fouled on her way to the rim, on the ground. Looks to be against Maddie Lanza. So that's her first foul. Vukosa has missed a couple of bunnies. We'll have it right back. Misses again. Vukosa, third try at it. That's the charm. Lanza doubled and fouled. So first foul against Amanda Smith. Bob Mackey noted a couple of lessons from that first loss against St. Joe's by the Sea. As Lanza flips it up and in. Trying to avoid getting trapped in the corner. Really worked on their press break. Didn't work that time. Cordova one-on-one has the height advantage and has two. A little window shopping for Daniela Cordova. Balanced effort for the Vikings so far. 4 different players have scored a basket. Slip in, Vukosa, too easy. Final 5 seconds of the first quarter. Having a step. Oh, and just able to beat Vukosa to the rim is O'Connell. So the Vikings end the first quarter on a high. State championship action. It's St. Joe's by the Sea. Up by 4 on Christ the King. We'll be back in just a sec on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Hofstra. It's a 16-12 advantage early for St. Joe by the Sea. The Vikings paced by 6 early points from Danielle Williamson. Quick 4 from Angelina Hodgins. On the other side of things for Christ the King, Olivia Vukosa, right around 1 for 6 from the field right now. We don't have official stats, but she's only made 1 field goal, just 6 points for the number 2 player in America in the class of 2026. From my perspective, just has to slow down a little around the rim again. Has that 6 to 7 inch height advantage over anyone on the Vikings. All she has to do is take her time, should be able to score or get fouled essentially on every possession. And maybe that's unfair expectations for a sophomore against one of the best teams in the state, but Vukosa is just that good. Bunny off that time by Hines. Hodgins, quick cross. Cordova having an opportunity for an and one. Take another look. Yeah, man, Cordova, I think Christ the King thought she was going to dish it off at some point, just kept going towards the rim, and that's the second foul against Amanda Smith. Oh, now they're going to correct it. Say Alyssa Hines. So second on Alyssa Hines. That's curious because it was Smith who was playing defense on that play. So we'll double check that, at least as far as I saw. Vukosa spinning and winning. Bob Mackey's had some legends come through the program. Sue Bird, Tina Charles, Shamika Holtzclaw, and just about the highest praise he could give, saying she's in a class at the same time in their careers with Charles and Holtzclaw. Holtzclaw, of course, probably one of the best players in the history of the game. Top 5, top 10, depending on your list. Tina Charles, not too far off of that top 30, top 40 player all time. 2 for 2 at the line for Ariel Lopez. So 4-point swing in favor of Christ the King, as the Royals pull out a full court press. They play 90% man-to-man, but will mix in A little bit of zone here and there. And the tie ball favors the Vikings here. Quick move by Hodgins. Plays catch with Pinnock. Vukosa takes the bump. Offensive foul on Olivia Vukosa as the 6'5" sophomore lowered the shoulder. Bob Mackey, as you could guess, does not love the call. Hodgins, some ball pressure applied by Hines. Hodgins, no-look slip. O'Connell, corner tray. Neither team's hit a three yet. And Hodgins, I think, better off not even trying on those rebounds. She's physical, she's tough, gets 12 a game, but Vukosa gets 6 inches taller. And Hodgins has committed 2 fouls now. Just trying to jump up and strip the ball. The Vikings pivot to a zone here. Inside, outside attack. Lopez cashes in the tray. One of the better freshman shooters Bob Mackey has coached. Blocked away, Amanda Smith. Pedal down the other way. And that would be an early third foul. It is on Angelina Hodgins. So you wonder, with 5:54 to go in the second quarter, is Hodgins going to have to sit until the second half? That would obviously be a massive loss for Josh Suslak's side. Lining up the tray, Pinnock. Over the back on Hines for her third foul now. So Hines will check out. Skylar Kemp, the starter, will come back in. A lot of trust being shown in Hodgins staying on the floor with those 3 fouls. O'Connell, deep tray, got it to go. O'Connell's been a revelation this year for Josh Suslak. Wasn't expected to play a huge role until that injury to Amanda Malloy. He's been their most improved player over the course of the season. Smith, Kemp. Long 2. Not that time for Vukosa. And another over the back, this time on Skylar Kemp. We've seen both these teams commit their share of those. Kind of useless fouls. A lot of ball pressure applied by Lopez. And you got to think Coach Suslak is going to want to bring someone else into the backcourt to help break that press. Williamson crossing middle, stripped and fouled. Well, excuse me, no foul on the play. Hodgins. Plenty of time and space for Smith. Clean up and in for Kemp. Demanda. Heavy ball pressure applied by Lopez. Nice save by Demanda, but right to Christ the King. A bullet the other way. Pinnock, she'll shoot 2. Is that the 4th foul on Hodgins? Nope. It's on Williamson. Josie Pinnock, a huge lift to this team off the bench. Their fastest player, a spark plug. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals a game this season. Bob Mackey knew he had a much better team this year early on in the season. Went down, playing St. John's College, a top 10 team in the nation to open the year. They were down by just 2 with 90 seconds left. Ultimately lost by 7, but gave them an idea of how good they could be, as that's ridiculous finish that time by Maddie Lanza. High arcing off the glass. From there went on to beat Georgetown Visitation by 20. They won a tournament down in Florida. Beat Pikesville out of Kentucky as Vukosa puts in a dive to the rim. She's up to 6 after a slow start. Hodgins stolen away. Amanda Smith. Vukosa, spinorama. Rushed it. Hodgins denied by Vukosa. And Hodgins a little bit shaken up, appears to be okay. It's Mariana DiNapoli, and for the first time for St. Joe's by the Sea. Wide open O'Connell, a little too much space. Start and stop for Smith. Vukosa Williamson tied her up and won the basketball. And nope, it'll be a jump ball, and it'll stick with Christ the King. It was a 63-57 win in game 1 for St. Joe's by the Sea. Bob Mackey was wondering if the bigger court would play into their favor. We've seen that in moments, but overall, the Vikings have done a nice job getting back in transition and scoring on their own attempts there. So second foul now on Smith. We'll double check all foul totals at halftime. Williamson, step back try, got it to go. Man, Williamson is ultra smooth. One of the best competitors Josh Suslak has ever had in the program. Culver in her bag, plus the harm. Count it. See Culver doing a great job creating room with the shoulder, then going back to the crossover. Ridiculous touch to put it in as Lanza notches her second foul. Three-point play completed for Ayana Culver. So an early 5 for the senior. A little out of control on the drive that time, so back comes Lopez. 3-on-2. Lopez, wow, she's electric. Euro stepping. 7 points in the first half for the freshman. 5'1" ball of energy. Williamson. And Lopez up ahead to Culver. And Vukosa ducking in. Game high, 5-point advantage for Christ the King. So we'll keep it right here with the Royals on a big run. Olivia Vukosa slowly but surely finding her rhythm in this ball game. Can do a bit of everything, can shoot the ball, rebound, finish around the rim, put it on the floor, run the break, alter shot, sees the game exceptionally well, and has gotten into tremendous shape. That's the biggest difference between her freshman year and her sophomore year. Not getting tired, able to play 32 minutes, going full speed. As we take a look at that last transition opportunity, and that's a great bit of control on that play by Ayana Culver. You see her recognize that Vukosa was coming, slow down and say, hey, I'm a great finisher at 5'3", not the same thing as being a great finisher at 6'5", as the Royals have to continue to leverage Vukosa. And Josh Suslak knew at the end of the day that's what this game was going to come down to. He said, look, there's nothing we can do to prevent Olivia Vukosa from being a matchup problem. If we can contain her and limit mistakes, that's our best chance to be successful. Christ the King, they're supremely well coached. They're hardworking, talented players. And his goal in this one, relative to the first matchup, was them to be a little bit more crisp, a little bit more patient on offense. O'Connell, not patient that time. The final 90 seconds of this first half. Royals trying to assert control. Culver, triple from the corner. Vacuumed up by Williamson. Williamson on the start and stop. She'll shoot 2. And that's a significant third foul picked up by Vukosa. Obviously, goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways, completely different ball game if she's not on the floor. Bob Mackey will protect his star sophomore for the final minute of this first half. Williamson, we mentioned, all-time leading scorer, 1,800 career points. Angelina Hodgins, with the benefit of an extra season, likely to break that next year. First player for either team in double digits as she's up to 10. Final minute of this first half. Lopez sling to the corner. Quick steal from Culver. Slips it in. Kemp. Easy 2. Hail Mary ball the other way. Cordova all alone. Cherry picking, and it paid off. Shot clock turned off. Christ the King can hold for the final shot. Lopez taking that all day. Williamson. Cordova alone. Second chance opportunity. Won't count on the continuation. Believe that's the 4th foul on Hines. Nope, just her 3rd. But Christ the King over the limit, so 2 freebies coming up for Williamson. It's a program that's been on the rise ever since Josh Suslak took over. Won the city title in A back in 16-17. 2022 state champs, lost in the federation, or excuse me, there were no federations that year. 2023 beating Brooklyn L&T to win a federation championship a year ago. Williamson, 2 big freebies. Culver, 4 seconds to go. Culver wants the shot, instead slips it in. Kemp at the horn, left all alone. A mental error by the Vikings, and Christ the King leads it by 4 heading into the half. New York State Championship in Class AA on the line. Christ the King in control when we return on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable, and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Varsity Media is offering a video folder that you can customize to meet your needs. A photo of your athlete can be elegantly placed in the front panel. Essential statistics with a biography can be printed on the inside panel, and videos can be downloaded and viewed on an LCD screen for as long as 2 hours. The attractive video folder can be placed on a coffee table and instantly becomes a conversation starter. Order your video folder today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click Catalogs, or give us a call at 516-403-2050. Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com. You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click Catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Back at it here at Hofstra. It's a 36-32 lead for Christ the King over St. Joe's by the Sea in this Catholic AA state championship game. Gavin Shaw here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Little trouble on the horizon, though, for the Royals. Olivia Vukosa, game high 10 points for Christ the King, had 3 fouls in that first half. Alyssa Hines had 4 for St. Joe's by the Sea. Angelina Hodgins, we were 1 up the whole half on her foul. She actually only has 2, so a little bit less concern than we originally thought for Josh Suslak's squad. Maddie Lanza, one to watch with 3 fouls. In the scoring department, Danielle Williamson leading the way for the Vikings with 12 points in the early going. A little back cut for Williamson. Really nice poke away by Velasquez. Williamson stays at it. Culver running at every opportunity now. Great sense, though, of when to slow it down. Kemp slipping through. Will shoot 2. Second of the afternoon on Cordova. Skylar Kemp has that propensity to make the tough inside play, do some of the dirty work for this Christ the King program. 4 points per game on the season, up to 7 in this state final. Make it 8. No more Federation champ this year. We'd be talking about which of these two teams are going to do battle, likely with Long Island Lutheran, one of the best teams in New York State and the country. Defending champs in Class AA. We mentioned earlier, but St. Joe's by the Sea won Class A year ago. Hodgins swatted away. And this is what makes Fucosa special, the ability to get a block and then lead a fast break the other way. 2 defenders in her way, and an offensive foul. You saw the elbow extended there for Skylar Kemp. Mariana DiNapoli, 5'6" junior, getting her second run of the game for St. Joe's by the Sea. Trailing by 6. Biggest lead of the game for Christ the King. And Williamson can't cut into it. Lopez, perhaps the next great one at the point guard position for Christ the King. Oh, decisive steal by Culver inside. Kemp can't put it in. Foul on the ground, and it might have been the best case scenario for the Vikings. And it goes against DiNapoli. Quick ball movement for Christ the King, and we've seen St. Joe's by the Sea combat it with active hands. Playing perhaps the most zone they've ever played under Coach Josh Suslak. He's noted that he is typically plays man-to-man, maybe even to a fault, but had to vary it up this year with their lack of depth and their lack of height. As DiNapoli, a second straight foul. Trying to battle with Skylar Kemp. Hodgins will come back on after a brief respite. So the Royals will call for time. We'll keep it right here with 6:16 to go in the third quarter. It's a 38-32 lead for Christ the King. We've mentioned the storied career of Bob Mackey, 3-time AP Coach of the Year, 2005, 2006, and in 2018, a CHSAA Hall of Famer and 2 national titles. Shamika Holtzclaw, Sue Bird, Tina Charles have all come through the program. 524 career wins. Grew up in Rockaway Beach. Started coaching junior varsity his sophomore year of college. Pretty cool. Still teaches chemistry, runs the research program, and is the athletic director of the school. So he's a full schedule. In fact, when we talked this week, he was giving a test and just kind of noted, I don't think they'll mind too much. It seems like they were near the end. Everyone was just about out of the room. Put back attempt. Third try at it. There you go. Skyla Kemp. And she's come up big, the senior, in her final career game, 10 points. Takeaway for Lopez. And on the other end, easy 2 for Ayanna Culver. It's been a slow-moving second half for the Vikings, struggling on the offensive end. And the charge taken that time by Skyla Kemp. As Olivia DeMonda will check back in. So we'll step aside. 10-point advantage for Christ the King over St. Joe's by the Sea. Trying to find some offense when we come back.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
So look inside Josh Suslak's huddle. Offense just hasn't found a lot of rhythm in this second half. It's a credit to Christ the King. They've upped the ball pressure. Obviously, Vukosa, such a presence around the rim. Part of it, though, is we haven't seen Williamson be quite as aggressive as she was in the first half. And Hodgins sat a minute or two of this third quarter. Airmailed that time by Velasquez. Seen Bob Mackey over the course of this year encourage his team to use a lot of clock. And a walk that time by Hodgins, and you can see the effect Vukosa has even when she doesn't block the shot, just by standing around the rim, keeping her arms up, causes hesitation. Not quite sure if Hodgins is 100%. She took that spill in the first half and has been moving a little bit gingerly since then. Something to continue to watch. Vukosa, smooth stroke, tickles the twine. 12 now for the sophomore. DeMonda, an explosive scorer at her best. Maria O'Connell can get hot from that corner. Has missed her last few in a row from there. Lopez lines it up. Vukosa, well done. Williamson picking up her second foul. Got to imagine at halftime, Bob Mackey drove home to Olivia Vukosa, hey, you have to play straight up this entire second half, no reaching for the ball, even if it looks like you can get there. And now a little over 3 minutes in, a scoreless third quarter for St. Joe's by the Sea. So it's a 10-0 run to start the second half for Christ the King. taking full control of this one. Game high, 14-point advantage. As the Vikings offense has been on the schneid, and that'll stop right here. All it took was an old-fashioned broadcaster's jinx. They're going to start hiring me to show up to these. Demanda's first 3 points of the game. Josh Suslak has really high expectations for her down the road. And an offensive foul off the ball that time. Third against Skyla Kemp. Her and Hines have been changing out for each other. There's just been something about that position for Bob Mackey that has drawn the ire of this officiating crew. Combined 7 fouls for those two. Hodgins forcing the issue. Head down, burrows in, easy lay. Hodgins 22 points a game. Quiet state championship so far. Just 6 points, but a quick 5 after nearly 4 scoreless minutes for the Vikings. Here we go. Velasquez euroing her way in. Great use of the glass. Foul on the backcourt pressure. So that's the 4th against Skyla Kemp. So 4 on Kemp, 4 on Hines. Unlikely to see either before the 4th quarter, but unlike St. Joe's by the Sea, Christ the King, they have the depth to survive that. Hodgins back at it, same result. Strongest player on the team, super physical. Loves to put her shoulder down, just bowl her way to the rim as the no-look pass. Finds Vukosa in the breadbasket. The sophomore has 16 points. Williamson tagged by Velasquez. A lot of length. Williamson shoots over it anyways. Head of steam the other way. Culver. Pinnock running with her. Culver double pump at the rim. Williamson a nice job getting back. O'Connell, oh, that's a tall task. She climbs the giant Fucosa. And the sophomore has 7 points of her own. O'Connell has really high-level acceleration at the end of those drives. Fucosa's right there to block it, that she's able to separate. The takeaway, Williamson going for the pick 2. Will have to earn it at the line after the slap down by Culver. Christ the King in the bonus, but St. Joe's by the Sea now just 1 foul away from joining them. Largest lead peaked at 14 points. It was 46-32. A 10-4 run since then for the Vikings. Make that 11-0. Williamson not wanting her career to end. I'm super impressed with Ariel Lopez so far in this game. Smallest player on the court and controlling every bit of the action. Goes against Demanda. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to give her a lot of credit for even being able to foul Vukosa. That is 5-5 on 6-5. Had to really extend just to get enough of the elbow to alter that shot. So Vukosa surpasses her season average. She's up to 18. Has been nails since a 1-for-6 start from the field. Williamson gets a step. Punched out by Culver, or excuse me, by Pinnock that time. Williamson just squeezes it in there. Cordova. Vukosa. Great contest. Left alone. Cordova can shoot a bit. Vukosa rips away the board. Vukosa wants 3 of them. Second chance, Smith. A timeout taken by Bob Mackey before the shot went off. So it's 52-43. Christ the King. They take timeout. We'll take one as well. 95 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Royals and Olivia Vukosa on top.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network. Looking to grow your business on social media? Let Varsity Media help you. With over 50,000 followers across our platform, sponsor a segment during the broadcast and share it on social media the next day. It's the best of both worlds, as you'll get thousands of plays and your ad will live on the broadcast forever. Contact us today for sponsorship packages by calling 917-470-0864 or emailing varsitymediasponsors@gmail.com.
Back to it here on Varsity Media. Full day of state championship basketball. This is the AA title, the B title up next, and then we'll have the A to round out. Fun day of hoops. Even before this one, we had a boys championship. Chaminade winning in double overtime. They were down by 8 points with less than 90 seconds left, and then just got scalding hot from distance the rest of the way. Hope you got to enjoy John Perez on the call with Northport head coach Andrew DeLoya for that one. Fun full day of hoops here at Hofstra's. Lopez was nearing that 5-second violation. You saw the ref. It was almost like a parent saying, "I'm going to give you 1 second to go to your room." He was just lingering on 4 seconds. Lopez thought about the deep tray. Williamson picks up her 3rd foul, trying to battle through that screen. And in the bonus is Christ the King. Interesting, they called it. No, they did call it on the screen. Lopez thought she was going to the line. Instead, it's Amanda Smith stepping up. Smith, their best passer this year, 5 assists per game. Really nice chemistry with Vukosa. A great instinct for spraying it out to all the shooters Christ the King has. One for 2 for Smith, 5 points for her. Still obviously a quarter to go, but just feels like St. Joe's by the Sea has to cut this to 6 or 7 to have a real chance heading into the 4th here. The foul goes against Pinnock. It's her 2nd foul. And in the bonus is St. Joe's by the Sea. And Demanda taking advantage of it. Pretty similar player to Maddie Lanza, fast, athletic, still refining her skills. The great part about her, though, super duper coachable and unafraid. Doesn't get intimidated playing a team like Christ the King. Vukosa corner try. Careful not to pick up that 4th foul. Oh, in Vukosa's eye. Hard to do. Daring shot by Williamson. Lopez thought about it. Crossover, knifing in. Ariel Lopez has put on a show today. Hodgins, spinorama. Vukosa altered it. Hodgins still on the court, 5-on-4. Smith. And she should be wide open on the other end if they see her. Hodgins, they got it a little bit late. Oh, and Pinnock might have gotten away with the foul. It could have just been her flying by that altered the shot. But looked like she got a piece of it, and Hodgins definitely hasn't been at 100% in the first half and got exacerbated on that floor, so a full timeout taken by St. Joe's by the Sea with 2 seconds to go in the third. We'll be back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Final 2 seconds of the third quarter. Christ the King trying to extend an 11-point lead.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
The big question for St. Joe's by the Sea, what is the status of Angelina Hodgins? We saw her take a spill in the first half and then doesn't seem to be at full speed throughout the second, clearly in pain after going down there, not coming back on the court right now. Hopefully we'll see her at the start of the fourth as they try to notch on two more. Final 2 seconds. They are not going to get the shot off in time. That is stunning after a timeout. Had to be a quick hitter, and they were not quick about it. So Christ the King dominating the third quarter. They lead it by 11 as we head to the fourth. State title on the line. 8 minutes to decide it here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey, it's Isaiah Hartenstein. You're watching Varsity Media.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Fourth quarter about to get underway, an 11-point lead for Christ the King, winning that third quarter 19-12. They scored the first 10 points of the third quarter. St. Joe's by the Sea answered with an 11-4 spurt as Angelina Hodgins going to give it a go. A great competitor, clearly playing through some pain, less than 100% since the first few minutes of this one. They got into this game with a hard-fought victory over Cardinal O'Hara, 76-72 in OT. Christ the King beating St. Mary's out of Long Island by 20+. Got a little bit more of a respite and got to use their depth. Vukosa not seeing anything, chases her rebound down. How about that? Olivia Vukosa eating up court, and she has 20 points. What will likely be first of 3 trips to this state final game. Not that it's a given for Christ the King to get here, but Vukosa's that level of talent. Pass deflected, but right into the waiting hands of Pinnock. Hodgins have had a lot of open corner threes. Not a lot of them have felt. Brilliant transition passing. Cordova did a great job to get back, though. Now a triple team on Vukosa. Pump and go Velasquez. Lost the basketball. One more. Pinnock baits it in off the glass. First 6 points of the quarter go to Christ the King, and they lead by 17. Connell, Williamson. Williamson, great reset on the crossover. Williamson's been awesome with 16 points, but has not gotten the help she typically would from this supporting cast. That could be a bomb from Ariel Lopez, beaming it in from college range. Head of steam. Williamson coast to coast, uncontested. Offensive foul goes against Pinnock. Smothered by Williamson. Lanza, attack mode. We'll get back to the line. Foul on Lopez, her first. And the future so bright for Christ the King. Ayana Culver's been excellent orchestrating time of possession and the pace of the game. Skylar Kemp with 10 points, but pretty clear to me anyways. Ariel Lopez, Olivia Vukosa, the two most talented players on this team. Lopez, a freshman, Vukosa, just a sophomore. St. Joe's by the Sea trying to speed up the freshman. Lopez super cool, under fire. 5-on-4. Vukosa, strong hands. How about that? How did she catch that? Hodgins, backtrack three. Again, Hodgins just a junior. She'll be back next year. Pinnock, pull up. Diving board by Hodgins, but she traveled in the process. It's a Vikings team that lost a ton of talent from last season. We already mentioned Amanda Malloy, but they also graduated Brooke Corbett, who's playing at Caldwell, Jackie Lanza, their point guard from a year ago, Alexa Balisaro, their stud, sixth man last season, Julie Arnone, brought a lot of physicality to the table. Overcome a lot to get to this 21-7 record. As Cordova picks up her third foul, and as we mentioned, against their best schedule in school history, and didn't have Amanda Malloy for essentially the whole season with that torn ACL. Yeah, Lopez has got a handle. Helped by O'Connell to get the block. Vukosa. That might be the next step for her, taking a little bit more time on those post moves. Culver. Oh, perfect touch pass. A stroke of genius by Ayana Culver. And Pinnock has 6 points in this fourth quarter, all on layups. Vukosa, outlet. Culver running all day long. Offensive foul. Culver's third. Alyssa Hines will come back in. Oh, and that's interesting. Bob Mackey, he thought it was the other way. He's talking it over now with Ken Christian. He was confused. I think that's what the conversation was about. Maybe it was just about the timeout. So now it'll be granted a 70-52 lead, game high, 18-point advantage for the Royals. It's a program that consistently plays the best where they are. St. Joe's by the Sea is trying to get to, and knocking off the Royals this year. Obviously, look, when you won a Federation Championship, that's your landmark win. But in terms of a regular season game, that was a landmark win for Josh Suslak at home. A rare opportunity to get to play a team like Christ the King, get them to come out to Staten Island and show your home fans. I mean, the Loyalists already know, but give them an idea of just how advanced this program is against a team that has a decent chance to finish amongst the top 25 in the nation with a win here today. And St. Joe's by the Sea knocked them off in the regular season. Christ the King, though, have operated at a different level today. Improvements across the board over these final 10 or so games, according to Bob Mackey. They've been limiting turnovers. They cleaned up their press break. They've been rebounding significantly better. And he said the biggest thing was just finding their chemistry on offense. And I was dead wrong describing that last play. It was a defensive foul the whole time. So Culver has 10 points. And that's why the lead is now at 19. But Bob Mackey was saying, look, you talk to coaches at all these schools, and they'll tell you, hey, we played in this fall league, we played in the spring league, we played in the summer league, we're playing 10 months of the year, we're a 10-month-a-year program. That's impossible at Christ the King. All these girls play high-level AAU for different teams. Some of them play in different countries, and because of that, it's kind of a breakneck pace when school starts in the fall to start building up chemistry and figure out, all right, who's going to do what? Because most of these girls are used to being the number one option on their respective AAU teams. And in turn, someone's going to have to sacrifice. In fact, pretty much everyone is going to have to sacrifice. And the beauty of this team is any girl can get it done on any given night. I mean, he didn't say specifically Vukosa, but he said, look, we could have picked one star. We don't operate like that. Oh, wow, a magic trick. Ayana Culver spinning, falling, and banking it in. Let's see that again. First of all, great pass by Vukosa. Second circus shot of the day. Culver shot that parallel to the court. And she has 13. Culver's shot has gotten a lot better this year. Does such a great job running this Christ the King offense. Possession arrow will keep it with the Vikings. Just an innate sense of pace and where her teammates are at all times. She's not all that fast, but just always seems to instinctually find her way to the rim. Crafty, off-pace game as Vukosa, speaking of timing, timed up that block on Hodgins perfectly. Williamson Cordova give and go. Not that time for Williamson. Hodgins still fighting. Will go to the line for back-to-back three-point play opportunities. The issue is they've been utterly unable to slow down the Royals. They held the Royals to 57 points in that first game. Christ the King at 74 with 3 minutes left. Bob Mackey trying to get everyone to come over on these free throws. And Skylar Kemp might have fouled out on that last hit. She did. Man, Christ the King has just clicked on a different level offensive in the second half. 36 in the first half already. 38 points in the second. Smith, quick cross. Extra pass, unselfish. Sets up the wide open Trey, and you know how that's going to go for Velasquez. DeMondo walked with it. Smith applied some pressure. The beauty of Mai Velasquez's game, she could score 15, she could score 0. And still brings the same intensity, finding a way to get to 10 rebounds, finding a way to get a couple of blocks each and every game. It's kind of the perfect role player for Bob Mackey. Hodgins, full speed ahead. All gas, no brakes. She is 19. As Hodges has put together a monster second half after having just 6 in the first half. And taking a hard spill is Vukosa. She's a little shaken up. So Vukosa getting looked at. She gets up. She's all good. Really hit the court hard. Got to remember, she's just a sophomore. Full timeout for Christ the King. The Royals lead it by 17. 2 minutes, 33 seconds away, barring a massive comeback from a state championship here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Let's talk about the run for the Royals. I mean, this year their 30th Brooklyn Queens Championship, their 30th CHSAA City Championship, now just 2.5 minutes away from a 16th state title. And here's the thing, there's no federations this year, but that's kind of the incredible thing about Christ the King. When they win the state, they essentially always win federations as well. They have 16 state championships and 15 federation championships. That's absurd. That's playing the best teams in New York State and winning essentially every single time. Williamson, extra pass. O'Connell, a little hesitant, missed a couple corner threes throughout this one as Williamson takes the open lane. Combined 39 points for Williamson and Hodgins out of the 62 for St. Joe's by the Sea. Pinnock, Fucosa, great cut, great pass. Hodgins had her pocket picked. Velasquez tripped by Hodgins. Hodgins' third foul. Not likely to matter at this point. So Cordova, her fourth foul. And Christ the King will go to the line. Ayana Culver. Again, she was such a big loss at the end of last season with that ankle injury. Now that she's back this year, you see the difference in Christ the King. She has an innate ability to control a basketball game. And 15 big points in the final game of her senior year. Cordova. Bob Mackey thought the bigger court might favor his Royals, and he was ultimately right. Cherry on top of a fantastic day for Ayana Culver. Little give and go. Cordova, not that time. And that will do it for, oh nope, an offensive foul, sorry. So Christ the King will empty their bench, up by 21 with a minute to go. Four new faces. And for the Royals, Nayeli Rivera, my bad. Tamara Cosbert, Josie Pinnock, and Ayanna Smith, number 24. What a win for Christ the King, back on top. the New York State basketball world after a brief respite. Team that got better and better as the year went along. Found their rhythm, found their chemistry, and found a way to take advantage of one of the best players in the country in Olivia Vukosa, ESPN's second-ranked player in the class of 2026, an exclamation point on a special sophomore season with 24 points. As you would expect from her coach, Bob Mackey thinks she is the best player in America in 2026. Lanza will go to the line with just under 29 seconds to go. As we mentioned, this is the first of 3 championships on the day. We'll have the Bees next. It's Mount St. Mary's out of Buffalo against Cardinal Spellman, the champions of New York City in Class B. And then on the single A side, to wrap up an evening of hoops, it's St. Mary's Lancaster taking on Sacred Heart Academy, who will be at home coming out of Long Island. Shot clock turned off. Wouldn't expect the Royals to take another shot. Again, it was a 24-point day for Olivia Vukosa, 12 for Ariel Lopez, 10 for Skyla Kemp, and 17 for Ayanna Culver. What a send-off for the senior floor general. As Pinnock will dribble it out, and that will do it. Christ the King, your 2024 New York State Catholic AA champions. Avenging an early season loss, one of just 3 on the year to the Vikings. They avenged a loss to Xaverian. They won't get the chance to do so against St. John's College, but the message from Christ the King is clear. We're the best in New York State, maybe this side of Long Island Lutheran. And that could be challenged in future years. Olivia Vukosa, just a sophomore. Ariel Lopez, just a freshman. And for St. Joe's by the Sea, will end the illustrious career of Danielle Williamson. The good news for Josh Suslak in terms of getting back to this game and challenging Christ the King a year from now, everyone else in the rotation will return. Angelina Hodgins, just a junior. Maddie Lanza, just a junior. So we're going to throw it to the PA side for the trophy presentation. Christ the King, your 2024 New York State Class AA Catholic champs.
Here are the individual players. Number 1, Angelina Hodgins. Number 2, Mariana DiNapoli. Number 3, Madeline Lanza. Number 4, Giovanna Prima. Number 12, Maria O'Connell. Number 14, Daniela Cordova. Number 15, Amanda Malloy. Number 21, Danielle Williamson. Number 23, Olivia Demando. Number 24, Andrea Scarpacci. Number 25, Lina Esposito. Number 33, Nicole Benjamin. And number 44, Maddie Cruz. Congratulations on a great season. And now you will earn your runner-up plaque, which the coach and the athletic director and the team captains will receive. Congratulations. And now at this time, I'd like to call out the head coach of Christ the King High School, who's also the athletic director, Bob Mackey. And we will introduce each of their players individually. Number 3, Ayanna Culver. Number 4, Josephine Pinnock. Number 5, Amanda Smith. Number 10, Destiny Davis. Number 11, Skyla Kemp. Number 12, Ariel Lopez. Number 14, Alyssa Hines. Number 20, Natalie Rivera. Number 21, Tamara Postberg. Number 22, Maya Velasquez. Number 24, Ayana Smith. And number 25, Olivia Bacosa. I'd now like to call the captains over and the coaching staff who will receive your championship flag of the AA. Congratulations to the Christ the King Royals.
Christ the King, your New York State champions in Class AA 2024. After a dominant win over St. Joseph's by the Sea. For our entire crew here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, Travis DeLuise capturing all the shots for you. Our technical director, Chris Sweeney, and of course, executive producer, Ben Turchin. I'm Gavin Shull, signing off for now from Hofstra. We'll be back with the Class B State Championship next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.